This is a group of rats that grew up eating cat meat. They not only eat cats but also humans. None of the children's ears in the village are intact, and the rats' rampant behavior is due to the witch's curse. 3 years ago, a plague broke out in the village. The village chief, indifferent to the lives of the sick, sent them directly to the mountain. The kind-hearted witch couldn't bear to see the villagers die like that, so she led them to build a new village on the mountain. With the outbreak of war, the village chief and the villagers were forced to seek refuge on the mountain. They found the witch and asked her to take them in. However, the witch refused them, but the village chief wasn't satisfied, so he secretly made a child cry. The witch softened after hearing the child's miserable cries, so she agreed to take them in. But the witch didn't expect that the greedy village chief wanted to take over the entire village. After they settled in, the village chief immediately allied with the villagers, tying up the witch and the sick, locking them in the firewood shed. Half a month later, when the villagers opened the firewood shed, they were shocked by what they saw. It turned out all the sick had died. Only some corpses gnawed by the rats were left in the shed. However, what was shocking was the witch had survived by eating the rats. She painfully walked out of the shed and glared at the wicked villagers with rage. Then she cast a terrible curse, declaring that they would be killed by incoming guests. The village chief was terrified upon hearing this. He locked the witch back in the shed, but he burned her to death. Though the witch died, the curse continued to loom over the villagers' hearts. They were extremely fearful of outsiders, but despite their caution, the curse still began to come true. First, after the witch's death, a rat infestation broke out in the village. The villagers tried everything, but nothing worked. These rats were incredibly rampant. Not only did they eat cats, but they also ate humans. The villagers lived in constant fear every day, until one day a father and son arrived in the village, and everything started to change. In order to eliminate the man-eating rats, John found a cave on the mountain. Then he scattered flour, which the rats liked, along the road, from the cave all the way to the village, connecting the main road, creating a traffic network. He then blew his whistle. After hearing the whistle, all the rats in the village surprisingly emerged from underground. They ran along the flower trail. Soon they covered the entire road. The villagers were stunned by the scene in front of them. They didn't expect that so many rats were lurking in their homes. Even John was shocked by the sight before him when he saw the rats running along the flower trail up the mountain. John quickly followed them up. After all the rats had entered the cave, John used all his strength to push a large stone beside him to block the entrance, and so the rats were sealed inside the cave. They could no longer come out to harm the village. After this, John instantly became the hero of the village. However, later that evening, when John went to the village chief to claim his reward, the village chief not only refused him, but also threw a dead cat on the ground. He told the villagers that the rat problem was not fully resolved, but the money was needed to treat his son's illness. So John angrily walked up to take the money, but in the next moment he was attacked by the villagers. It turned out that the village chief was used to being admired. He couldn't accept that John's prestige had surpassed his own. What's more, he hadn't forgotten the witch's curse, so he schemed to slander John, accusing him of wanting to kill him to protect his own image. The village chief didn't directly punish John, but instead he drove the injured John and his son out of the village and poisoned their rice balls. Then he secretly placed them in John's bag.